don't know. Who said that? Lady Lava, Queen of the Freak.
Yo, good morning, Virgin Island. This is your boy, Jaron from The Muse. Hey, when I wake up in the morning, I always have to tune in to my man, MLP, on Rise Up on AllAhWeTV. Come on.
Good morning, and welcome to AllAhWeTV right here on the Rise Up Morning Show. How are you doing this morning? It's a beautiful day. We're feeling irie. It is, what time is it? It is 7:12 a.m. and this Thursday, February the 5th. I'm very happy today because we have one of our very own that's going to be making his way to the content house. We're talking about Benny Demas. We talked about it yesterday. Benny Demas is getting the key to the city. He's going to be stopping by this morning right here at AllAhWeTV. And we're going to be talking it up, man. Benny has seen it. He has done it. And he has so much more still to come. Man, DJ for Akon. He DJ'd for TLC. DJ for Rock City. Road manager for Jada Kingdom. What else? Road manager for Rock City. Actor. Meaning he starred in plays and films. He's directed his own films. Has been in short videos. You name it, Benny has done it. And Benny is going to be here with us. So we're just feeling irate. We're switching the weather source up this morning. We used to be using the MSNBC weather source, but sometimes that thing don't be accurate. We see right now it says, where we at? It says St. Thomas 77 degrees drizzle. That's the home location. Today 79 degrees. They say rain about 60%. Friday is going to be a sunny day, high 80 degrees. That's beautiful because Friday is the day Benny getting the key to the city. So we want to make sure that sunshine is beautiful because we partying tomorrow. But let me tell you what else is happening today. Today is the inaugural flight for the Southwest Airlines. They are coming to the Virgin Islands, Orlando, to the USVI. I think they're going to do 2 trips weekly. We're going to find out more today. They have a press conference. They have an event that's going to be taking place this afternoon at the Cyril E. King Airport. We're going to be there. So back to the weather. We're saying now about 8 a.m., 30% chance of showers, 9 a.m., and then the rest of the day, so it looks like it's morning showers. So, hey, you know what we say? Always keep the umbrellas with you because you never know, You never know. So, listen, how has your week been thus far? For us, it's just been on the move. It's been on the move, but regardless, it's been a beautiful thing. We have a lot that's happening. We're counting down to AgFest 2026. I was talking with my girl Nefa yesterday. Big up to Ale, Dominica Masse, because they're getting ready to go down to DA Carnival 2026. And I know my USVI trainee massive, them they getting ready. If they ain't there already, they're getting ready to go Trinidad Carnival. So a lot of things happening around the Caribbean. But this one thing coming up that you want to make sure that you are there. If you in there to them other bacchanal, you stay right here in the Virgin Islands, and you have a big show coming up. Where? At the Muse. And you want to make sure you're there to experience it.
This Valentine's Day, Saturday, February 14th, love takes center stage at Muse Entertainment Center. Experience a live Lovers Rock concert featuring the legendary Luciano. Also featuring stunning performances by Virgin Islands favorites Love Boy, Mike Love, Lorna Freeman, and Shakima. Doors open at 8 p.m. Showtime is 9. General admission starts at $65. And for those celebrating the beauty of love, an all-inclusive VIP experience away. Get your tickets right now at museusvi.com/events or at official ticket outlet Big Wave at 340-643-7575. Strictly the best in Wheatley Shopping Center and Shaka Apparel Clothing in Fort Wayne. 340-714-0348. That's Saturday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, featuring Luciano and so much more. It's Lovers Rock at the Muse Entertainment Center.
That's right. You want to make sure your face is in the place at the Muse Event Center. Luciano, and then you have Mike Love, you have Shakima, you have Lorna Freeman, you have Lioness, and you have Mike Love. So this is a star-studded event. It's going to be massive. It's going to be massive. It's going to be a night of love, a night of peace, a night of harmony. And listen, it's Valentine's night. So get yourself that VIP package and make sure you're right there in the front. So we're going to just credit our advertisers, and then we're going to let you know what's happening around town, any headlines that there are. But our big headline is tomorrow, Benny Dimas, Key to the City, one of our very own, and today the Southwest Airline, they're touching down in the St. Thomas district. And that's going to bring an opportunity for more flights coming out of the Virgin Islands and hopefully lower prices. So we're all excited about that. We're switching over to One Communications, Miss Naturalista, and who? The Virgin Islands EDA, the Economic Development Authority, one of our proud partners here on AllAhWeTV and the Rise Up Morning Show.
It all starts with one. Maybe it's one look. You know the one. Or one touch. Even one word. It can start with one step or one promise. Maybe it's one dream or one journey. One smile, one gesture, one deep breath, one leap of faith, one day to remember, or one night to forget. One moment, so many stories that make up one crazy average, everyday, fabulous life. We get one life, just one. Make your move. It all starts with one.
Welcome to the U.S. Virgin Islands, where the American Caribbean meets opportunity. With direct access to the global marketplace, discover a business environment designed to help you succeed.
Good ideas can be realized here.
We have wraparound services. We offer tax incentives. We offer access to capital. Companies that relocate here can get customer care second to none here from the Economic Development Authority.
We located in the Virgin Islands because of easy access of shipping and freight and cargo.
I welcome you to come to the Virgin Islands. Do business with us, expand, start. We're happy to have you. And while you're here, enjoy our lovely sunsets.
To explore a new horizon for your business, please visit our website at www.usvieda.org.
Press the button.
Contact, eyes and that. Moving her waist like he got island that. I could tell how she dancing, she a island girl. Miss boy no eyes a island man too. Wine and me don't wine and start. Grip on her waist without asking. Chat until we feeling exhausted. I just love the way she whine. Oh, she from behind. She got so, I got so, I just holding her for the ride. I just love the way she walks.
All right, that's Java Grand, located in the Yacht Haven Grand. A Java Grand it's a bar, it's a coffee and barista. No, the ladies that work there, they are baristas. But it's a bar, it's a coffee shop and a bar all in one. So at Java Grand, you have everything dealing with coffee. You're talking about your lattes, your mochas, your specialty coffees, your cappuccinos, any and everything dealing with teas, smoothies, coffees. Java Grand's got it for you. What's the great thing about Java Grand is the environment, man. You just go to Java Grand and you can lay out, you can relax. They even have TVs up. I'm sure they're going to be showing the big game. You know the big game is coming up. Java Grand is a spot you can check it out. But Java Grand, it has nice high-speed internet. So the other day when power was out, you know, we come into that topic. When power was out, Java Grand was a place where a number of people went to go and continue the workday because, you know, Java Grand even had the backup generator. Now, the cool part about it is some people with their coffee, they like to pour a little something in it. Java has a fully stocked, beautiful bar. So it's coffee in the day, but the bar is open 24/7. Once they're open, the bar is open. So you go to Java Grand, like right now, it's a perfect time if you're in your car and you're like, I was speeding up my house and we urge you not to speed, or you're heading out your house and you're watching AllAhWeTV. You say, listen, I could just stop at Java Grand, Haven Grand, get my coffee. I'm not going to say put something in it, but hey, you could get your coffee, you could get your lattes, you get your cappuccino, get your mocha, and they even have life bites available too. Different type of sandwiches, different type of sliders. Java Grand is the place. It's a great social environment. And then back to the bar. Fully stocked bar, man. The bar, and they do excellent drinks. They got, what do I drink? We drink the, what it is, the vodka martini. Yeah, we drink that all the time. This is Benny calling. We're going to run something real fast and we're going to be right back so that we get Benny. Listen, you know what happened this week? Last week, actually, the VIPD was visiting communities and they stopped by Berg's home. That's in Wrongfield by invitation of Virgin Islands Housing Authority. Check it out right here and find out how that it went down. VIPD with Chief Hodge. All right?
I'm Alena Martin, Assistant Property Manager for Boggs Home, and I invited VIPD to a tenant, building a relationship with the VIPD to my community.
Hi everyone, I'm Deborah Hodge, Chief of Police for the St. Thomas, St. John, White Island District, and as Ms. Martin indicated, she invited VIPD to be present during their meeting so that we can hear the concerns and of course establish a good working relationship. I thought it would be beneficial to bring my team. I have my deputy chief and some of the commanders of the patrol division and some officers. They're the front line people that respond to the cases here. So we want to ensure that they have a voice, or more importantly, that they can hear what the concerns are of the community so that we can address them accordingly. This presence indicates our commitment to being partners with our communities.
All right, that's VIPD doing big things in our community, partnering with our community, letting everybody know, hey, listen, we are here to serve you and we need you as much as you want them. The VIPD cannot do it alone. So listen, this past week there was the Africa Summit and we were talking about airing. The governor made a special presentation. We kind of cut it down a little bit, but it was important because this Africa Summit with the Western countries starting, there's a lot of potential and a lot of opportunity coming from the motherland. And it's opening doors for the VI to get new business. So it's for all of us to hear how we could jump in, because there are a lot of tax breaks that the businesses can take advantage of importing goods. And we can then take care of tax and freedom of tariffs, exporting things to the continental U.S., which means a business opportunity for us. So the governor right here, Governor Brian, talking about the background of how all of this here came to light. All right, right now it's 7:25 in the morning. We're going to air the governor's speech, and then we're going to find out where Mr. Benny is at. All right, stay tuned here on AllAhWeTV.
go to see what there was in Africa, what opportunities we had. But mostly, very honestly, I wanted to go home. You know when you want to go home? Let me tell you, y'all know how it is when you want to go home, because you found out, and we have been a victim of it, a tragic victim of it, that there's only one good reason for snow. It's to force people to come to places like this. That's it. There's no other reason for snow. And unfortunately, it waylaid a lot of our travelers who were coming here and to enjoy this. And I hope they're going to be able to tune in on the internet or something, because it is so important what is going on. It is an awakening. I like to think, is my term I use, right? People know they're always talking about the sleeping tiger in Asia, their economy, and they're coming awake. But what about a roaring lion in Africa? Huh? What about the roaring lion? You know, last night I have a chain. It's actually called the chain. The chain. I'll say it again. The chain of office. And on it has everybody who exploited and used us over the 600 years that we've been on this Western carpet. And I wear it around my neck. And I didn't wear it last night because I give this big speech. And people always say, well, you know, why didn't you wear this chain of office? The people on the Virgin Islands are under some strange realization or fiction that we come from Denmark. We're not from Denmark. That chain don't have Africa nowhere on it. I unchained myself. Yeah. But when you listen to Boomy, man, you go, I'm not going to sleep tonight, you put so many thoughts in my head. Coming here and tell you, you know, Rosie's the deputy secretary, deputy commissioner. I'm promoting her. They're going to say you promote your girlfriend. But he said the exact same thing she said to me. She said when I came to the Virgin Islands, she was born and raised in St. Vincent. And we have a lot of immigrants because of the generations. Like when I was young, we had a lot of adults that moved to the Virgin Islands. And we were from the Eastern Caribbean. They would be bonded and they would come in. That was the 70s. And then for a long time, you know, we stopped a lot of immigration and people stopped coming. So we have second and third generation. And a lot of development has happened in the Eastern Caribbean. So you don't have that mass immigration, and you know our president dealing with immigration. But you don't have it anymore. So she actually grew up in St. Vincent and then went to, I'm telling all her business, went to Alabama to school. I wondered why all the people had this big cross and were wearing sheets running down the road. Think about it. She had never heard of the Ku Klux Klan. That's an American thing. Was bewildered at what was going on and said she's going to come to the Virgin Islands. She said, I never knew a place like this existed. A place in America with people like me, but is still island and island culture. And it's like, Boomy's like, I need to keep this a secret. And you do, because we don't recognize what a wonderful place this is. And I wanted my African brothers and sisters to come and experience this. Because I don't know if you know, but they left the baddest Africans in the Caribbean. Yeah, we're like, y'all ain't going no further. I ain't going nowhere. That and this boat come off. They left us right there, and they were like, you ain't going no further. And what happened? That's where all the revolts happened, 1733 in St. John, you know. That's where it happened, because we were an unruly sort. And if you look at American history, most of the major players in United States African American history came from the Caribbean. The same bad egg that went up there to make trouble too. So what I'm saying is, we're creating, once again, with the summit like this, the middle passage. We're creating the middle passage, but in a different way. We're connecting our bridge and saying, us brothers and sisters who came over here and saw, we took advantage, we learned about democracy, we have the benefit of American education and every free thing in the world can imagine and looking back and say, let us feed the roaring lion. And let us benefit from that. Let us share and let us revisit our culture. Let us experience who we are, where we come from. Let us be proud. Let me tell you something. You know, one of the most impressive thing about Africa was, like, how many people in here have on blue suits or gray suits or white shirts or red ties or blue ties, right? When you go to Africa, they like the prints. Stand up, Prince, show them. Everybody got something different. They got their own style. Show them your style. Originality and creativity. Ain't nobody looking the same. Even in the hotel, they dress differently because that's what we come from. We come from creativity. Now, think about senators. You hear what this man say? Crypto. I'm afraid to bring crypto to the legislature. I'm serious. We have to be taking the opportunities to take things that our people don't understand and make them understand it. You know, I always used to think to myself, and I said it last night in my speech, I'm fulfilling the destiny of many other governors. And, you know, whether the rum cover over or we fix a retirement system, whatever we do, there was stuff that started 40 years ago. But what am I doing for the next 40 years? What am I planting for the next 40 years? Today you could see it. You could see that the Virgin Islands needs to, and George said it. He says, grow or die. Grow or die. You think you're going to be, I read a whole speech for my fraternity. It's called Comfortable Spaces. Because we keep looking for a comfortable space. We just want to be left alone. I just want to be over here. I want to do my little thing and left alone. But in this global state, grow or die. And we have the opportunity, we don't realize it, to coalesce, amalgamate, amass, put together capital, talent, and make it grow in any part of the world we choose to. But having people come, when, you know, again, a little philosophical, I know I'm hungry. But everywhere in the world black people go, people look down on us. Except Africa. And we don't go there. You gotta laugh, you know, because think about it. Everywhere in the world black people go, people look down on us. Except Africa. And it is an experience to see everybody that's just like you. I don't have anything against anybody else, but I just want, you know, when I think about traveling someplace, I always ask myself, and every black person in this room knows it, I wonder how they treat black people. Like, I shouldn't have to ask that. Now in America, you gotta wonder how they treat white people. They're killing everybody, you know. I say playing. It sounds funny, but it ain't. We have an opportunity to do something spectacular and to help and to promote and to grow and to understand and build. It's not a nation, it's a continent, 1.5 billion people. You know, West Africa is such a big hose. We just need a little bit, you know, to make this economy explode. There's so many people over there. It's so much talent. We just need a little bit, just a little bit. So I am extremely pleased to have our guests here and to keep a secret sometime and tell the world about what a wonderful, like, look at this. This is like real life every single day here. And I thank God I was born in this place. Right up there. But we have a chance to explore, to experience that, and to share that with the world in commerce, in trade, in tourism. We have the chance to allow people to experience how the food is the same, but it's been changed, the way it's seasoned, spiced, based on what we had, what ingredients we need. We have this. We have the symbols of people who have come here from before, and the witnesses of the plantations and all the things that we have lived through our history. And now Virgin Islanders. We have Africa. where we really come from, connecting us with a bridge for real prosperity, not only for us, but for them as well. And the entire Caribbean coming together to understand that we are one displaced African diaspora in the Western Hemisphere. And no matter where that ship take you, we are one people, and we will be again. Thank you very much and welcome.
All right, that was Governor Albert Bryan Jr. at the USVI Africa Summit. If you're tuning in today, we have Benny Demas. He's going to be here with us on the Rise Up Morning Show. He making way up. We in the north side, Benny from east, so you know the direction stuff. But Benny's on his way. Good morning to you. It's 7:35 right now in the morning. The reason why we air that clip because the summit and the whole USVI Africa delegation trip is an important moment for the USVI, and there's an important economic opportunity. So we're sharing information so we all are informed equally, so we can see how we can, I don't want to use the word take advantage, but how we could benefit from it. That's really what it's all about. It's not the days of I have knowledge and let me keep it from everyone else. When we find out here at AllAhWeTV, we sharing it to the world. So it was a rough little 9 minutes right there. But in his speech and presentation, and when he told you the continent has 1 billion people, and we're exploring, imagine 10% of that in the Virgin Islands. And until the governor and the delegation made their trip to Africa, and it's not new for a governor to make a trip. Remember the former governor made a trip to China, and governors send people and sometimes themselves to seek opportunity for the Virgin Islands. So just keep your ears open, your eyes open so you can see what's up. Listen, Benny outside. You hold on. Let me get Benny in here so we can start this interview. It's AllAhWeTV.
This Valentine's Day, Saturday, February 14th, love takes center stage at Muse Entertainment Center. Experience a live Lovers Rock concert featuring the legendary Luciano. Also featuring stunning performances by Virgin Islands favorites Love Boy, Mike Love, Lorna Freeman, and Shakima. Doors open at 8 p.m. Showtime is 9. General admission starts at $65. And for those celebrating the beauty of love, an all-inclusive VIP experience away. Get your tickets right now at museusvi.com/events or at official ticket outlet Big Wave at 340-643-7575. Strictly the best in Wheatley Shopping Center and Shaka Apparel Clothing in Fort Wayne 340-714-0348. That's Saturday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, featuring Luciano and so much more. It's Lovers Rock at the Muse Entertainment Center.
Them, let's redefine getting ready. Today ain't just about stepping out, we stepping up. Starting with the essentials, the Levi Fisher bundle isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. Hydrating and grooming that bed perfectly. Next, let's not forget the skin. With Naked Luxuries Fairline Men, we taking premium care that leaves your skin irresistible. Why? Because self-care ain't just a luxury, it's a necessity. So before you head out, remember looking good is more than just clothes. It's about bringing out your natural charm. You think your woman and want to see you rough all the time? Don't forget, look good all the time. Take care of yourself.
Commercial motor vehicle operation and owners. Speeding is one of the top infractions for commercial motor vehicles. Driving above the posted speed limit not only incur unsafe driving violation, but also puts lives at risk. Speeding is a leading cause of crashes, injuries, and fatalities in our roads. Remember, large trucks, buses takes much longer to stop. According to Title 20 Virgin Islands Code 495C, the rate of speed for CMVs, trucks, and buses within the town area shall not exceed 10 miles an hour. Follow speed limits. Always adhere to posted speed limits and adjust your speed for traffic and weather conditions. Maintain control. Driving at safe speeds help you stay in control, especially in unexpected situations. Safety first. Your safety and the safety of others on the road should always come first. Slow down and drive responsibly, because safe speeds save lives. This message is brought to you by the Motor Carrier Safety Assistance Unit, the Office of Highway Safety, and the Virgin Islands Police Department.
I am Eustace Grant Jr., also known as the Don Deal. I was diagnosed with stage 2 prostate cancer on August 31st, 2017. That moment changed my life. The hardest part of the experience was the thought of not being here to see my children and grandchild grow. Luckily, my family and support team were real. They had food sales to show their support. My prayer warriors and doctors were phenomenal. Do I encourage men to get screened for prostate cancer? The answer is an absolute yes. If you are an African American male with a family history of prostate cancer, you should begin screening at age 40. If you are unsure about screening, talk to your doctor to decide if screening is right for you. Testing is easy. Early detection saves lives. I am a living testament, and that's a done deal. African American men are at an increased risk of getting and dying from prostate cancer more than any other race. Talk to your doctor to find out if prostate cancer screening is right for you. This message was brought to you by the Department of Health, Division of Chronic Disease and Prevention.
We've been together for some time now, soon to be married. I think we're ready for a family of our own.
I knew that when I proposed that she'd be ready for us to have a child, but knowing that I carry the sickle cell trait, I may have a few questions that I need answered first.
Sickle cell disease is an inherited red blood cell disorder in which the red blood cells are abnormal. As a result, there aren't enough healthy red blood cells to carry oxygen throughout the body. Having sickle cell disease doesn't mean it's the end. Learn ways to manage your sickle cell disease. First, know your status by getting tested. Do you carry the sickle cell trait or genes? If you do, then follow the regimen advised by your clinical professional and practice a healthy lifestyle. You can live well as a sickle cell patient.
We were nervous at first, but now knowing our status, carrier and non-carrier,
now we can finally have a family of our own.
Sickle cell didn't stop us.
And it shouldn't stop you.
Same for some of us, the same for all of us. Let me say it in my best Virgin Islands accent. This is for all of we. You rock with AllAhWeTV, the #1. I'm telling you.
Yo, you don't know it's Lady Lava representing for AllAhWeTV. You don't know who said that Lady Lava, Queen of the Freak.
Yo, good morning, Virgin Islands. This is your boy, Jaron from the Muse. Hey, when I wake up in the morning, I always have to tune in to my man, MP, on Rise Up on AllAhWeTV.
Well, good morning again. Good morning again. We are back here on the Rise Up Morning Show. And we're so happy. I'm happy because it's a special moment. It's a special day. We have in the content house. We don't say studio. We say content house.
Good. That's good.
We say content house. We have Mr. Benny Demas, Benny D. The titles I say is Akon's DJ. He road manager Jada Kingdom, road manager Rock City. You have he was TLC's DJ, actor, director, entertainer, all around, and BI ambassador. How's that title, Benny?
That was good.
That was good?
Except for one piece.
Which? Tell me.
I am Jada Kingdom's manager. No longer her road manager.
Okay.
Which is fine. I started out as a road manager, and then I became management. So,
hey, Massive and crew, we have Benny Demas in the house, and grateful. Listen, Benny, welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
And congratulations to you. Tomorrow, Friday, you're receiving the key to the city.
Yes.
How does that, that's a normal question everybody asks you, but
Yeah.
before I ask that question, I said, I started like this. I was thinking, I said, ask Benny, what is it that we don't ask you that you want to talk about?
That's an interesting question because most times I don't even want to talk about the accolades that I've done or what I do on a regular basis. For me, I'm one of those people that just like to get the work done instead of constantly feeling like I'm bragging about what I've done or who I've been around and stuff like that. So it's very tough to ask me questions that I would like to be asked. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, Benny, you're getting the key to the city tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
And back to the normal question, how does that feel?
It feels amazing. It feels great just knowing that this award or reward is coming from my community. So these are my peers that are acknowledging me for the things that I've done, my accomplishments, my philanthropy, giving back to the community of the Virgin Islands. Not just here on St. Thomas where I'm born and raised, but both St. John and St. Croix also making sure that I can do as much as I can within the communities.
Well, Benny, wherever you go around the world, you carry the VI flag. Real quick, I mean, you know how many countries and what's the most exotic country that you think you've been to? So how many countries you've been to and what's the most exotic country you've been to and share the experience?
Well, I was looking over my bio just the other day. Someone asked me to send them my bio. And in my bio, it said that I had been to 180 countries or I have fans in 180 countries. So then I started thinking, wait a minute, let me check this thing to see how many countries are there in the world. There's 192 countries, so I don't know if I made it to all 180, but I would be strong in saying I'm over 120.
Wow.
I'm over 120 countries for sure, because I've been around the world. It's 23 years this year now that I've been with Akon. So that in itself, having us travel around the world to all these different places throughout his career, throughout my career, it's like we everywhere. And as you asked about the most exotic places, I've been to the Maldives. So I performed there before. Anywhere in Africa to me it may not be exotic when you say it out loud, in the mind, but being in Africa, in any of those countries, whether it's East Africa, West Africa, South Africa, Middle Africa, which is, the Congo and stuff like that, it's all great to see because every country has its own thing. Yeah, 100%. Wow. 100%.
We were just airing we had about a week and a half ago, we had a USVI Africa Summit.
Okay.
Also by the Office of the Governors. Right now they're trying to bridge the gap and do business with the African continent.
Okay.
Because we're in a unique position. We're learning about it. Like all the tariffs and stuff that are going on, the USVI is exempt. Yeah. So you could bring stuff in and then you could also send stuff to the US. Exemption going both ways. Correct. So you remember, I don't know if you were following the governor and a team
went to Ghana.
He went to Ghana, yeah, big bacchanal and things like that.
Well, I mean, I don't get into that part of it, but I was just happy to see more Virgin Islanders going to Africa. So him being in Ghana, being in West Africa, to me was pretty cool because I have a lot of good friends over there.
Yeah, and we have a number of Virgin Islands that go in. Romeo went, UVI team, Romeo and the crew, they did a party and did a go all over the world. Okay. They went, so with all that saying, hearing you talk about the African continent, talk about how amazing it is, and we having that USVI Africa Summit geared to excite economic trade and also tourism, that's an amazing part of it. Of course, we always talk about the timeline and the story, how yourself and, of course, Rock City, how you all got from where you are to where you are today.
Where we came from to where we are today.
Yeah, where you come from. And, I got to throw it in. You're from the East That's why you're kind of last when you come up here, you know what I mean? You got to drive around the island, Benny.
That's true. But I wasn't too privy to this side of the island when I was younger. Now that I'm older, it's like everybody that I know is on these sides of the island. So I learn in the roads now. Much better.
So listen, your experience, road manager, Akon's DJ, and you not only a DJ in the background, you have put on your mask, you make a whole theme, a whole character about it. Let's talk about VI talent. Let's talk about, yourself, Rock City, going from where I come from to becoming where you are. What does it take for artists in the Virgin Islands to reach to the position you all are at?
Lots of dedication and lots of people calling you crazy, and you just have to believe in your crazy, because everybody ain't gonna understand your dream. They're not gonna see your vision. So as long as you have a clear path as to what you want to do and what you want to achieve, there's gonna be some bumpy roads ahead, but if you stay dedicated to it, trust and believe that you're gonna end up getting somewhere. You will be recognized somehow. So for us getting to where we're at now, it just took a lot of dedication. There's a lot of no's on the way going up, but eventually you're going to get that yes that you're looking for. And from there is where it really starts. Now, once you get a first yes, it's on you to decide how far you're going to take that and then go on to the next step and the next step and the next step. So lots of dedication.
We want to say good morning to Amy. Amy with DPNR. She's with the parks and the library. She says, good morning, Benny.
Morning, Amy. Morning. Good morning.
And I gotta say good morning to Eric Baines. He's there watching. Now, Benny, you have been on stages all throughout the world.
Yes.
I'm sure big stage, small stage, all type of stages.
Sure.
Quality of production, you've been massive stages, and even to us here in the Virgin Islands, what can we do to enhance our quality of productions here in the Virgin Islands? Knowing Carnival may be the grandest stage that we have at this time.
Yeah.
We don't have a Ryco Center. Before Ryco Center used to be our outlet, but Denise Humphrey and the team, they're working and bringing that back. But even from Carnival to the stages you've been on, and we're not dissing. We ain't dissing, but how we improve is from learning. And you have someone like Benny who been all over the world. We gotta pick your brain.
Sure.
That's what we do now.
At least I would wish that they would pick my brain a bit more when it comes to the entertainment aspect in the Virgin Islands. I really wish that they would.
Proceed.
Being on that stage, there was a time when I looked at our stages and I'm like, we're not ready. Not for what I have seen in the different places that I've been going to. But I tell you, over the past maybe 10 years or so, the Virgin Islands has definitely stepped up. And it only took time for somebody to research, for them to go to somewhere else, see what's possible. Because sometimes we stay right here and we try to just make that happen. If you don't travel and you don't see other things to be inspired, you're going to be stuck. You're going to stay stagnant as to where you're at. So over the past 10 years, I've been able to see our stages getting bigger, getting better. Some of the stages that I've seen here, I've been able to say in my head, Akon could perform here. T-Pain can perform here. You know what I mean? We could have like major artists actually come here and perform because our staging is real proper now. Or whoever owns the staging companies here, the lighting is pretty dope. You know what I mean? And then it just expands from there. Or even for somebody to give them a pointer or two on different things that they could add to enhance what they have. We'll be right there with some of the best of them. But we're on a good path right now.
We're on a good path right now.
100%.
Good to hear from. Good
100%.
To hear from you. And, as I
100%.
said, no shame in the game, picking your brain to see, and learning from your experiences. And as you talked about, I guess my next natural question will be, what's the most amazing stage or event you've been to perform on?
Wow.
I guess, is it performing on and been to is two different, or is one of the same?
One of the same. I mean, but I've been on so many. There's different staging. There's performance stages. There's small stage, big stage, medium stages. Then there's TV stages. if you're doing an award show, if you know, I opened the MTV Awards in Portugal, Spain, some years ago.
Wow.
I was the first thing that as soon as it started, first thing you look at is you see Benny D.
A boy from Freedom High.
From Freedom High, from St. Thomas, from the Virgin Islands. First thing that you see is me on stage, and I'm talking for at least I had a good 50-something seconds, you know, within a minute for me to do my opening monologue and introduce Akon and Becky G, right? That stage was fully LED. The whole stage was LED.
You're talking about the ground?
The ground that you're walking on was fully LED.
Okay.
So all types of images is being shown on the ground, and then you know you see the screens behind of us whenever you see artists performing and stuff, but they use that as the floor to make it one full LED walkway.
My God.
And I mean, that was one of the most amazing things I had ever seen up to that time. And now they've advanced it even more. I'm seeing stages now where it curves over, look like an ocean. Well, the dome is pretty dope too. What the sphere that they have in Vegas, that's amazing.
But you say curves.
I know. Well, I've seen a stage where the screens curve, so it looks like a wave, like like you surfing, and it's leaning over and it stops right here. But this whole thing right here is LED screens. I mean, and it's really dope to look at. It's really dope to look at when you're in an arena or a stadium and this type of stuff is around you. Sometimes you can find yourself in awe while performing, but yeah, I've seen some pretty dope stages.
You, in this experience, in this world, let us ask to you, what's next for Benny D? But I gave you the title introduction. You corrected me. You said Jada Kingdom's manager. We're going to talk about management and all of that.
Okay.
But I'm going to skip right here and ask you, what is next for Benny D? And did I give you the correct title, first of all, when I introduce you?
Sure. I mean, it's all of that. You know, everything that you named out, I do. That's part of what I do. I don't know if there's one name in particular that would sum up all of it, but I do all of those things. I just think right now I'm more in the background, more so than in the forefront. There was a time when I was mainly out in front, whether I'm standing next to Akon or whoever else I'm out there with, or even on my own with my own name on the marquee. But once I stepped into the road management role first, and then into the management role, I felt way more comfy being in the background and helping to prop someone else up.
Wow.
It's just the way that I was built at all times, was really to help others and get them the recognition that they wanted or that they deserved. So once the call came in for road management and I was able to jump into that, it was really something that this sparked something for me to say, yeah, I'm comfy right here. I'm okay with being in the background. I want to cut off the mohawk, as you asked me what's coming up next. I would like to get rid of the mohawk because as a manager, I don't need to have the mohawk. I don't need to have a look. You know, I want to blend into the background and just making sure that my clients are able to maneuver how they need to. There was a point in time in the beginning of me road managing for Rock City, because they were the first group that I started road managing for, in which you guys know I started out as their DJ and producer, then moved into being their road manager.
Sometimes doing two at once.
Sometimes doing two at once. But once I came into doing the road management and I would go places with them, of course I'm handling all the logistics and stuff, people are recognizing me and they want pictures with me because they're fans of me and my work. And I'm like, no, I'm here for them. I here as a road manager, I'm not in that role that you want. The person you want to take a picture with, that's not who's here. You know what I mean? So it was kind of tough or strange for me to tell a fan, like, nah, that's not what I'm here for today. So no pictures of me. Take a picture with them. But, you know, it was tough in the beginning for me to be able to transition to that aspect of being able to have to tell my fans or people that really were into my career, I'm in a different role now. You know, right now sometimes I get on. We have the clients on stage, whether it's Rock City, Verse Simmons, Jada Kingdom, and a few others, and they will be trying to call me up to the front of the stage just to congratulate me or to big me up, and I'll be like, nope, because I want to stay strong in the position that I'm in. I just don't want to get the praises in that particular type of a way.
So we're gonna touch more on the management side, but I'm gonna go to the original, which is what's next for you. You're currently, like you say, you're exploring and enjoying the role of management and supporting the artists.
So that's where it's at. I think right now that is the new thing that I'm into now, is more of the management, less of the DJing. So like right now, Akon is the only person I DJ for. I don't DJ in the clubs. I don't DJ in the arenas, stadiums. I don't do any of that stuff.
Just Akon.
Just Akon now. Even for Jada Kingdom, she's asked me a few times to step in. Rock City has asked me a few times to step in if Deli Banger couldn't make it. And I would tell them, no, we're going to find somebody else. Because I'm here to handle the business. And what I never want is to misconstrue what I do from the entertainment aspect. Because imagine me having to be the boss on stage, telling someone what I need from my client, and then here I am dancing on stage, cutting records, putting on a mask. They're going to be like, am I supposed to listen to this dude? You know what I mean? So, I just wanted to cut out just having any of that extra stuff to it. And in the management role now, that's where I've been really comfy. So I think that's really where it's at now for me. That's the future for me.
Okay, so I guess I'm going your ultimate vision, where you want to see yourself, or do you have a vision? Of course you do. If you're able to share with us, where you ultimately want to see Benny at?
Retired.
Retired. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Retired.
I love it.
You know, there's just some future plans that I like to keep to myself.
Of course.
While strategizing on the plan, instead of just throwing it out there, because you say something, people, especially at my level, and I know how dare people hold on to my words. So I'm very careful with the things that I say, the things that I let out into the atmosphere, and trust and believe if I say it, it's intentional. When I say it, it's intentional.
You're a serious guy. Benny's a serious guy. You know. So back on the management side, and I'm here kidding. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me run a commercial or two. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about the management side. We're gonna talk about management.
Okay.
Because Virgin Islands. Management. You see where I'm going with this?
I see where you're going.
You know, listen, we're here with Benny Demas. Listen, I can remember him in the rodeo in CAHS coming to Rock City.
And Voss. I would come down to pick up Rock City, and Voss come, we may have a show, or we have a radio interview.
In the rodeo.
So in the rodeo with a big set in it.
In a big set. You can't forget the big set.
Can't forget the set.
Listen, it's AllAhWeTV. This is the Rise Up Morning Show here, and we are with who? Big Benny Demas. All right, don't go to place. We'll be right back. But letting you know, Valentine's Day, set yourself up, because it's all about the Muse, John Ingerman, the whole team. And listen, Muse is an event center for the entire community. That's what's up. It's been a great outlet. They got your thing like the big Juve man. In fact, I'm going to take out the name there in a minute.
Soca Elements.
Soca Elements.
Soca Elements.
Soca Elements. And then they had the all-white event, the Blanc.
Nice.
That was a class in its own. They did the comedy shows. And where I'm going with this is there's a lot of talk on social media and things like that, maybe around the owner and stuff. But sometimes when we pick in, and I'm careful to not be in full defense, but I do have to defend the outlets that we have here in the Virgin Islands. And when we see Virgin Islanders investing in outlets, Benny being an entertainer, we are starving for outlets. So you gotta just pay attention to who we poking, because sometimes they're investing back here in our community. And we need that, man. So anyway, Luciano coming up. There's going to be an amazing show. One that you want to go to. You and your boo. Get the VIP package. And if you don't get the VIP package, come in the general because you're going to feel like VIP anyway. Muse is going to present to you a Valentine's Day, a Lover's Rock affair.
This Valentine's Day, Saturday, February 14th, love takes center stage at Muse Entertainment Center. Experience a live Lovers Rock concert featuring the legendary Luciano. Also featuring stunning performances by Virgin Islands favorites Love Boy, Mike Love, Lorna Freeman, and Shakima. Doors open at 8 p.m. Showtime is 9. General admission starts at $65. And for those celebrating the beauty of love, an all-inclusive VIP experience away. Get your tickets right now at museusvi.com/events or at official ticket outlet Big Wave at 340-643-7575. Strictly the best in Wheatley Shopping Center and Shaka Apparel Clothing in Fort Wayne, 340-714-0348. That's Saturday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, featuring Luciano and so much more. It's Lovers Rock at the Muse Entertainment Center.
It all starts with one. Maybe it's one look. You know the one. Or one touch. Even one word. It can start with one step or one promise. Maybe it's one dream or one journey. One smile, one gesture, one deep breath, one leap of faith, one day to remember or one night to forget. One moment, so many stories that make up one crazy average, everyday, fabulous life. We get one life, just one. Make your move. It all starts with one.
Welcome to the U.S. Virgin Islands, where the American Caribbean meets opportunity. With direct access to the global marketplace, discover a business environment designed to help you succeed.
Good ideas can be realized here.
We have wraparound services. We offer tax incentives. We offer access to capital. Companies that relocate here can get customer care second to none here from the Economic Development Authority.
We located in the Virgin Islands because of easy access of shipping and freight and cargo.
I welcome you to come to the Virgin Islands. Do business with us, expand, start. We're happy to have you. And while you're here, enjoy our lovely sunsets.
To explore a new horizon for your business, please visit our website at www.usvieda.org.
Press the button.
Contact, eyes and that. Moving her waist like you got island that. I could tell how she dancing, she a island girl. Wrist by no eyes, a island man too. Wine and me, don't wine and start. Grip on her waist without asking. Jam till we feeling exhausted. I just love the way she whine. Oh, she from behind. She got so, I got so, I just holding her for the ride. I just love the way she whine. So I got to whine. She go up.
All right, we are live right here on AllAhWeTV, Rise Up Morning Show. It's a beautiful day here in America's Paradise, and we live with who? Virgin Islands' very own royalty. We have Betty Demas live and direct in the house. A proud moment for us, and we're so happy to have him right here. We're gonna listen. I gotta do one more thing, and then we're getting in fully into the management.
Okay.
We gotta talk about it, and I'm excited to talk about the management part as you see how the conversation been going. But I gotta say good morning to St. Thomas Federal Credit Union. Listen, St. Thomas Federal Credit Union, look out for when they get a big tent sale with the cards and such, because when they do that, trust me, that's your opportunity to get yourself what? A brand new car.
Mobile access from your phone 24 hours a day. To checking and savings accounts, even online bill pay. Unsecured loans up to 30,000, car loans to 50K. Open Monday through Friday. So come visit us today at Credit Union. Not for profit or charity. Credit Union. Offer service to the community. Credit Union. Banking for you and me. Low interest rates and more. When you walk in through the door at Credit Union.
All right, that's the St. Thomas Federal Credit Union, located right there in downtown St. Thomas. Next where Zora's used to be. You had a Zora bag, Benny?
Once or twice.
Once or twice?
Yeah.
You know what them bag used to... I know.
Go ahead and say.
No, you used to have to go and get a little refresh now and again.
Yeah.
I guess in school, you used to beat it up.
Yeah, of course.
We used to
yeah.
beat it up, but you
Well,
had a Zora bag.
As kids, we didn't value anything.
8th grade,
Yeah.
7th, 8th grade to about 10th grade, Zora bag was the thing.
Well, 7th, 8th grade for me, I was wearing nothing but Benetton. It was nothing but Benetton. So everything for me was Benetton, bag, hat, socks, pants, shorts.
Part of the Hugo make me a Dan. What
There
going on
you
with
go.
you?
There you go. But I was wearing nothing but Benetton. Nothing but.
We here with Benny Demas, actor, and you had, I remember the film that you did with the boat and the lady.
Yeah.
But it had like
damaged goods.
It had an open ending.
Yeah.
Am I saying it correct?
Yeah,
It had an open ending because I'll be like, what happened to the girl? He came back the girl, he was the girl.
She ended up pregnant in the end, and she was waiting at the airport to see if he was going to pop up and show up, but he just didn't, you know. And sometimes that's the way it goes, you know. Everybody wanted this happy ending after the seeing the film. They were like, man, is Ruben going to get down to the airport, you know? And I'm like, nah, because sometimes that's really how it goes, you know. And a lot of times they don't show that side of the story. It's always this grand happy ending and they're all in love and stuff, but we all know that's not
the
true.
movie should have some heartbreak too.
The movie had a lot of heartbreak.
The movie should have heartbreak.
Yeah.
What you saying?
100%. Yes, 100%.
All right, Benny. Listen, you know I'm delving in on the management side. You're managing Jada Kingdom.
Yes.
Major artist.
Yeah.
Rock City.
Yes.
Major artist.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about those experiences, and maybe we start there. But I really want to zone in to management here in the USVI.
Okay.
Because many of us know Benny Jabai. He's a dad.
Yeah.
When Benny put on the management hat,
Yeah.
it's a different Benny. You're laughing.
Listen, I laughing because even my wife and my daughter, if they come to Carnival, but I have a client performing, they'll be like, I staying out of his way because he'll just turn into somebody else and he don't see nobody else but his client when he at work. But, you know, that's part of the job.
Benny
That's
going
the job.
straight
I'm
down
serious.
the list and that rider and making sure that his artist is fully serviced and they get everything
100%.
that they need.
100%. And that comes from me being around some of the top artists in the game. You know, there was a point when Akon was the number one person. There was a point when TLC was the number one ladies. So I've been in the game and seen different levels of this thing. So I've seen it from the beginning. I mean, it's 23 years now with Akon. So I was there when we had nothing, no record deal, just trying to get on, to us getting on, to becoming global superstars, multi-platinum, selling records. So I've seen the whole trajectory. And for some of my clients now, I look at where they're at and say, oh no, they should be getting X, Y, Z. Okay. And that's the thing about management, is knowing the worth of your client, even if they don't know where their worth is at.
I'm going to relate this to home because I have a pet peeve. And home, we have an event, and I'm not even complaining or focusing on the gentleman artists, but the female artists, at times the accommodations is just not there.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to call names, but we have massive female singers. You know what? Let's give them the credit. Lorna Freeman, T-Shell. T-Shell is a beast, a powerhouse. We need Daniela, Lioness, all these people, just phenomenal voices, crazy. And the list goes on and on. But of course, big up the man them too. And when we doing an event, we promoting an event, promoter, event organizer, I've seen covering events, working events, either photo, video, advertising events. I mean, I've been in this over 20-something years. I've seen us accommodate international artists or out-of-town artists, give them a dressing room, a green room, and then our artists, they're trying to find a sit-down spot, you know. So the question is two parts. You as a manager, the Virgin Islands scene, and how do we get to respect our own and respect us having a rider?
So
that's the first part of the question,
so
right?
see,
Make sense?
Yes, just what you said, respect. It starts there. It starts with respecting the person that you're doing business with. Plus, you have to come in with a level of professionalism. Sometimes I've seen artists here not have a particular level of professionalism, but they want to be treated as a professional. So you kind of throw me off if you don't have a level of professionalism, but want to be treated as such, right? So most people are only going to respect you as far as they see you're respecting yourself. If you're not carrying yourself in high regard, they're going to look at it like, yeah, well, I could just handle them like this. I could just tell you, yeah, just stand up to the back of the stage and I'm going to call you whenever I'm ready for you. You know, and we went through the same thing too. Rock City went through it. Verse Simmons went through it. But as we grew, and as you have people on your team that won't stand for that type of behavior from a promoter anymore, and they actually know what levels that their clients are on, then you can start to move and act accordingly. So the things that you've seen from me, when you see me go down my rider and I'm making sure everything on my rider has been taken care of,
Executed.
right, and executed, it's because my team trusts me. They know my level of professionalism, and they know what I'm going to do once I get out there and start dealing with promoters or whoever else that we're dealing with. And then sometimes with the promoters here, some of the hardest things for a promoter locally to respect about an artist locally is like, you're my peer. So they're looking at you on one hand, yeah, you're a singer or a rapper, or
But you're also my partner.
But you're also my partner. And aside from us doing this business, me and you were just clunging the other day.
Yeah.
And people don't know how to separate the two sometimes.
So how as an artist and a manager, you get that separation?
Between the artist and the manager, or the artist team and the promoter?
That there.
How do you get there?
You get to create, use my partner,
Yeah.
But now we working together,
Sure.
and you lay down the level of respect.
Sure.
And you lay down
Once
the line.
again, like I said, it comes off with respect and that level of professionalism. So let's start with the division of festivals, in which all of them are my friends. I know them. We came up together. We grew up together. We all grew up here in St. Thomas together. But I have a job to do, just like they have a job to do, and I have a role to play, and I have to answer to somebody, right? Just like they have to answer to somebody. So what we have to do is make sure that we're respecting each other and we're professional enough to be able to stay on this level and adhere to everything that's supposed to happen. And carry yourself with a level of confidence, right? Because when I walk into the room, or when they know that I'm involved in whichever artist locally doing business, for whatever reason, things change. Because they know, okay, this is someone that, one, I respect, and two, this person knows what they're talking about, as in myself. So when I come to them, they know I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the entertainment part of it. So they can't play me or sway me in one way or another as if I don't know what is happening. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and then everybody has to have teachable moments. There's times when a promoter is going to slip up and they're not going to have certain things that they should have, and because you're partners, they're going to think that, okay, well, you didn't need that, right? You know what I'm saying? So I have to be the one to make sure that these type of things is taken care of at all times for any of my clients. Now, as I was speaking on division of festivals, and sometimes they get a bad rap for the way that they treat the local artists as opposed to the international artists that they would bring in. Once again, I would always say that if you are able to maintain your level of respect and professionalism with these people, they will always make sure that you are on point with what you're doing. So, case in point, a year ago, we had Rock City and my guy Peanut the Real Nut, okay, locked in to perform in St. John, along with Vos Simmons. And I was asked by Division of Festivals employee, would it be okay for Peanut to move with us? Because I was handling Rock City and Vos Simmons. And they asked, is it okay if Peanut rolls with us? Now, that's where the friendship comes in. So you have a level of leniency in certain things. And I was okay with it because I like Peanut. I like his manager, Xavier. I'm really cool with them guys. So I had no problem with it. So from the hotel, we have to go to the dock. From the dock, we get on the boat, we go over to St. John, and then we do our performances, right? So once they asked me to take care of Peanut, him rolling with us, Peanut now comes into my world. Not the other way around. I'm not coming into your world, or you can handle your things, and I'll deal with mine. But once that was established, now Peanut comes into my world. So now, Peanut now had the privilege. Well, he gonna follow all of that, yes. But also, he is now going to get the same privilege and the same treatment that the bigger clients ahead of him is going to get, which is Rock City and Vos Simmons in this particular situation that we're talking about. So now, once he was able to come into my world, into my fold, the way I move with things, how timely I am, how I would check someone for not doing what they were supposed to do, how I'm speaking on his behalf and making sure he have the things that he needs. His dressing room is clear. His dressing room has particular items that he would like to have in there. His staging is well set out. He has a clear path to the stage so he could come and do his performance. His mind was blown because for him, he had never had that or he never seen that done for him. You see? So again, there's always teachable moments. There's always moments when you can learn. After his experience that night, the one night, both Peanut and his manager was calling and asking, hey, Benny, listen, just first of all, thank you for doing that because we have never experienced that before. And for them, it just felt so good knowing that they had someone like myself to ask for things that they may not have been privy to asking for or getting things done how they would like to get it, but maybe not getting it at all times, dealing with whoever they're dealing with in the VI.
And talking about accommodation, and are you laughing already, Benny?
Because some things just pop in my mind as soon as you say accommodations, and just how we have grown from what our accommodations was to what it is now, and what I will not stand for. No. So, as you say, the word accommodation. So let's wait. Your word accommodations is triggering to me. That's how accommodation is triggering.
Listen, you know, Benny, we ran into each other at lunch the other day.
Yeah.
And we say we link up to do the interview. Thank God we're here right now. And you know, we were growing Rise Up Morning Show, but I know that we were using a different type of chairs. I'm in this chair, and I said we will have Benny in here. Benny come in. So last night, we gonna buy a whole new chair. 4 o'clock this morning.
Thank you.
We put in a chair together.
Thank you.
Accommodation.
Thank
and
you.
You know, we have the amenities in the background.
Sure,
You know,
yeah.
I did a promo last night outside of the market.
Yeah.
You know, we got to make sure we have what Dwight likes to call it, our I forget what we call it in media, but craft services.
Craft services.
We make sure we have a few
You have a
craft
craft table.
services
Yeah.
for Benny being here. But that is respect. That is respect.
Thank you. And yes, that is a level of
That's
respect.
How the chair feel, Benny?
It feel good. Feel good.
The chair feel really good.
It feels good. I'm going to say feel real good. I think we're going a little too far with the description,
He said,
but
good. He said, I would say,
yeah, we're good right at it's good. Yeah, we're good right there. Yeah. Because if I agree to that one, then you add on another thing like, but is it really, really good? No, hold on, man. Where are we going? Yeah, where are we going? Yeah.
Oh,
The chair is great.
So, you know, what can you think? You thank you for taking the time explaining on the management side of things. I'm not sure if you get that question a lot, but as we were talking about production and this conversation with you, I mean, respect to, like we said, we grew up together. You're a little older.
Yeah. I'm happy where I'm at because a lot of my friends didn't make it to where I'm at now.
Respect.
So I'm happy for that. And for everyone out there, I'm 48, making 49 this year.
And he from the school in the country. We're going to forgive him for that. Listen, Benny getting the key to the city tomorrow. That's the most important thing. However, as we were talking about...
From the country.
Hey.
I getting the key from the country.
Are you picking up a lot of things these days, you know?
What's that?
You know, country school doing good.
Yeah.
Country school doing good, boy.
We always been great. It just took y'all a second to be able to see it. You had to wipe off our glasses. You know, you couldn't see too good, but it's okay.
But I want to really say thank you for us being able to go into detail on the management side.
Well, that was just one aspect of it now, right? Because another big aspect of management is knowing your client's worth, so then you know how to go into negotiating, and you want to be able to get the best for your client when it comes to either negotiating for performance fees, if it's for brand deals, if it's for a record deal, that type of stuff. You want to make sure.
Real quick, you have evolved from the road management side, both Rock City and Jada Kingdom,
Yes.
to now the manager.
Yes.
So the difference in roles, if you could break that down for us.
Well, a road manager is just a person that actually goes out on the road with the artist, making sure they're at their flights, making sure they're at their hotels, making sure transportation is where it needs to be, picking up back ends or per diems or all the logistics that's happening while an artist is on the road. And it's not just for shows, it's if they have any type of interviews or anything that has to do with just the traveling
And the coordination
part of it
of
and
the
the
road.
coordination of it. That's what a road manager does. The manager is who would have negotiated and made the scheduling of what would be happening for the road manager to do. The manager is the one that's getting the situation, whether it's an interview or a brand deal or a performance. They're the ones doing all that part of it. They're managing the whole, everything of the client, whatever it is that they want or need or what you see in the future, even if it's to get them into an acting role on TV, in a film, you know, that's all your duties.
And that's coordination with the artist. I mean, coordination and communication of the artist, saying where they want to see themselves, their projectile.
Sure,
and,
sometimes, yeah, because but sometimes an artist just wants to be an artist.
Yeah.
And they don't understand all the time, or in certain stages of their career, how much more they can do to bring in more income for them. So it takes for an experienced manager, in which I'm not the most experienced manager. There are levels to everything that we do.
Yes.
Right? So for me, what I've been able to accomplish has been really great for my clients. You know, with the Jada Kingdom situation, when I first met her, she had a few records that was recognized and out there, and she was being paid a certain amount, a smaller amount than what she is today. But I had to be able to recognize that, noticing her value and her worth for everything that she's done and putting numbers to that. and putting her in situations where we could have her on billboards, we could have her involved in different companies and stuff like that.
You know, that's one thing that we miss, and I'm a big, I want to say arguer, I'm a big supporter of that cause here in the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Which cause is this?
Well, we can use our artists in brand association.
Yes.
That's it right there, brand association.
Yeah, that's
commercial, bringing in that other source of revenue and influence. You know,
sure. That's been one of the hardest things for me to deal with people in the Virgin Islands and not using us more. I would expect them to want to use us more because of the reach that we've been able to accomplish.
And you know the sad part, not to cut you off, the sad part, and you were there at Javon's homegoing in Sasso, yourself and Tiran. Tiran was in Tartola, I think, with Jugu's.
We both were, yeah.
You were there for
I booked all that too, yeah.
Yeah. But Jugu,
he had a mentorship, speaking engagement for Tehran.
Yeah, and there was I'm looking forward to seeing the video from that event because I know I don't want to jump around, but Tehran, they asked a question and they say, what does it take for artists from the combined US and BVI to make it? And he say, with our population and our size, everybody have to get behind another artist.
For sure.
Because you just have to understand it's about numbers.
Yeah, and we, in all honesty, the Virgin Islands, British and US, combined, we don't have the numbers to sustain an industry. You can live comfortably in Puerto Rico or being from Puerto Rico and only getting Puerto Rico sales. Yeah. You could live comfortably coming from Jamaica, Trinidad. Only Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados. Only Trinidad, that type. Well, Barbados too is small, so you would still need to go outside. So that's what we talk about when you talk about numbers. The numbers of the population. If the numbers of the population is but this small, it's harder for us to be able to maintain within where we are in this region here in order for us to be able to make an impact, in which is why, as you see years ago, Rock City, myself, Verse Simmons, Pressure, we all had to leave. Rashawn Ross, we had to leave the island in order for us to grow and have that opportunity. But some artists, by the time you hear a Jamaican artist, they've already blown up in their place before the rest of us get to hear it, because they have the numbers that's able to maintain that. Same thing for a Trinidadian artist. They have the numbers. Or even for a soca artist, soca is throughout the Caribbean. So it's not like Rock City doing hip hop from the Virgin Islands. That was very minuscule compared to if you're a soca artist like, say, an Adam O or a Pumper. They have the opportunity to have a bigger reach throughout the whole Caribbean versus just in St. Croix, which is where they're from, or just in St. Thomas, where people like, you know, a Rock City and a Verse Simmons is from. So it's a little bit harder for us with what we were doing. We had to leave the island. And again, I wasn't management back then. That was Kibo, Daddy Keeves at the time, and he had to have the foresight to be able to say, yeah, you guys can't stay here. You guys have to leave in order for you to be able to grow and create a bigger fan base for yourselves, right? That's the advantage that some of these other islands have over us, and it could be a much harder road for you coming from the Virgin Islands trying to maintain that.
Well, you know, we were touching on and just closing that point, and when we were talking, we'd like to see artists, influencers in our region use more. And, you know, it was mentioned Javon Sasso's homegoing.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you know, the present state is we pour out all the love when the person got it.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's how we give them the love, the support, and how we use them, you know. Not to say the word use them, but join forces, you know.
Yeah, but
while they are here alive and the influence that they have. And I guess that comes into both the management, the positioning of artist, influencer, and collaborating with the right products and the right partners, the right clients to
Sure.
do such.
We would love to partner and collaborate with more
But I'm talking about
brands
the
and
whole
stuff.
state of
Sure,
it
but
right in the VI.
yes, but I also want to say, let's not use we only get the love after we pass away too much, because Sasso was very loved while Sasso was here.
Yeah.
Friday was very loved while Friday was here. So I don't want to say we only seen the love for Sasso after he passed. That wouldn't be true. That wouldn't be an accurate statement to make, because Sasso definitely was loved. You see Juve.
Yeah.
You see whenever them guys, I went to a gig that they had in Four Winds one time, and I just happened to be on island and they were performing, and I came to the club or event space, wherever this was. I think this was what's the name of the
Which one?
Veggie
Emporium?
Plus?
Veggie Plus.
Veggie Plus, yeah. There's an area where you could perform, and I was blown away. And this was Sasso and the band.
Yeah.
I was blown away by the amount of people that were in there, you know. So again, I wouldn't sit here and just say that these guys only get the love. But now, if you're speaking on collaborating with other companies while we're alive, then yes, I could see that happening.
Yeah.
We can always do more with that. Sometimes I drive around and I see billboards around for different brands that are in the Virgin Islands, but I may see someone that I know is not from here.
Yeah.
You know,
or you see a generic image of someone.
Sure,
but
a generic
however, we
image.
love to see you know, Mutiny Vodka did something with Nikki Brooks and Daddy Jones,
Sure.
and they did a lot of stuff with that. Choice Wireless was doing things with when Choice was there with Rudy and Rudy and a number of other folks. You had you know, Adamo had some, but we need that. And also, how you get that is our people demanding to see our own, and that comes from the national pride, and that comes from and such. So,
but that also goes to a level of respect, like I said, right? But not only respect, because in business, you know, you're not. A lot of times you're gonna find people say, "I don't care about respect or disrespect. This is business." What I just want to see more of is the business people collaborating with the who's who from the VI.
Oh boy.
And that's the part that I feel like isn't being... They call us when it comes time to dance and perform on stage, but we don't get called when it comes time for real negotiations of deals and stuff like that. So I was happy to see that time when they used Pressure's song as as our national song for the time with Virgin Islands Nice.
Commercials and
right?
such and such.
All of that stuff.
Yes.
That was great. I would love to have seen them say, okay, we'll use a local artist song every 2 years or so, right? And every 2 years or every year, we switch over to the next one. Make it a competition.
Yeah.
Do something where you empower your people. So I think it will help them also to want to write better songs, or they will say, well, Timothy and Toronto, great songwriters, and Verse Simmons are great songwriters. Why don't we have them come in and do a master class on showing the younger ones how to formulate songs and how to formulate production. We get Deli Banger and other producers to come in. Masai, who won the Grammy. You know, we have Grammy Award-winning artists and producers here. And the powers that be, in my opinion, don't reach out to utilize Grammy Award-winning producers and artists that you have right here, that you have a relationship. Who's your partner? Who you went to school with? But you're not utilizing them or using them in a way to say, man, I have my own superstar here, or I know someone, I could actually pick up the phone and call this person that know the superstars that the world talks about.
And you know, we're not even limiting. I got a long tongue twister.
It's okay. That's why I'm here to help.
I love it. Very, I love it. Yeah. You know, in just so many different fields and so many different industries, you know, you could be talking about social media influencing. You have from Shanika DeWitt, you got Kimberly Archer. Kimberly Archer used to work for Facebook.
Sure.
Kimberly Archer used to work for Google.
Sure.
Google itself.
And that's what I'm saying.
She was a G in Facebook.
But this is what I'm
working for Mark
saying.
Zuckerberg,
You see, who all knows this, and how do we publicize that more? I think there should be some way, form or fashion of us really putting these people out there to show that we have people from the Virgin Islands on levels, or the same levels, or sometimes beyond the level of people that you're praising because you've seen them on TV in some other way.
Well, that's why AllAhWeTV here just growing.
There we go.
That interview with Kimberly coming right now.
Yeah, but again, I want our people to be able to. I want our people to be able to see that we have. Listen, Teron Thomas. Teron Thomas is one of the top songwriters in the world today. Teron Thomas from Housen, who graduated from CAHS High School. Teron Thomas is one of the biggest songwriters not just in America, not in the Virgin Islands, not in the British Virgin Islands, in the world today, is from right here in St. Thomas. And he's not utilized the way I think he should be utilized here. And people like Teron and our crew, we want to help, we want to give back, but in certain aspects, it's like, what is it that you're not seeing that everybody else is seeing? So what we have to break down is that barrier of the Virgin Islanders looking at you just as a peer and not as, this can really be great for all of us. Making sure that these people are seen and doing things within the communities and stuff like that. Think about Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is one of the best players in the NBA ever. When I go over to St. Croix, I want to see a statue of Tim Duncan outside my airport saying, "Welcome to St. Croix, home of Tim Duncan." You understand what I'm saying? That does something to a tourist coming in, that does something to the locals looking up to that and saying to themselves, man, that is someone from here, born and raised. And look at what they were able to accomplish. If you're not putting it out there, like I was just saying with the young lady from Facebook and what she does, if we're not putting these stuff out there for the public to know and understand, then you're killing inspiration for the next generation. Because now they don't even know there are levels that they are able to achieve coming from the tiny islands. In our beginnings, we used to think that we can't really go too far because we're from St. Thomas.
Yeah.
We ain't from New York. We're not from LA. We have big brands of those states and cities. We feeling like, we're from the tiny Virgin Islands. You see how we always say that too? We always say, we're from this little dot in the ocean, the tiny Virgin Islands. But look at how much the tiny Virgin Islands has produced.
Yes.
A Benny Demas, a Rock City, a Tim Duncan, a Rajabel, and on and on and on. Right? A Leah Boston. And on and on and on. To me, I want to see things like, once you come off of that plane, I want to be able to see, welcome to St. Thomas, home of Leah Boston, Rock City, of Verse Simmons, Rashawn Ross, who's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, playing trumpet with the Dave Matthews Band. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, some people look at that and like, but I don't know who he is, but you should.
Yeah.
Rashawn is even more humble or soft-spoken or talk less than you would hear from me.
Yeah.
In a setting like this, you will hear me talking. Outside of that, you don't see me on social media that much anymore. You don't see me in certain spaces too much anymore. I'm more choosy with my words. I'm more choosy with who I actually have conversations with. And all that is growth too.
Yeah.
because I don't want whenever I speak that they say, yeah, he talks so much, I don't know what to take on from what not to take on. You know what I'm saying? And we have, you have people on your Facebooks and stuff like that who, because sometimes they say so much, you don't know which one to take on or not take on. And you want to be able to respect all of these people for what they're saying, because a lot of them are saying great things. A lot of them are giving us great information. But sometimes you get tired of they being the ones that are speaking all the time. Yeah. You know, if we share that out there, then we'll be able to be a little bit better.
Great talks with Benny Demas here in AllAhWeTV Content House this morning, and it's all about tomorrow. Tomorrow, so how you feeling about tomorrow, bro? Tomorrow, Benny gets the key to the city. The key to the city, and I argue and say, why the key to open up? That's what I always say, open up a plot of land, it open up a vault in the bank. But you know what? Just the recognition and the honor is the thing. Yeah. And to, like as you said, being a gentleman that grew up from Freedom Hoy.
Yes.
Making a not familiar career choice.
Sure.
Growing, excelling, now being recognized, and for we could see on the territorial platform, everyone to see and recognize. Kudos and blessings to you, brethren.
And I thank you for that. And just so people know, I'm not just being recognized for this reward or award because of what I've done musically. It's also the things that I've done within the community, creating the Demas Foundation, getting community services out to people, donating to nonprofit organizations, pouring back into my community, uplifting people. All of that stuff is what was being seen and looked at and evaluated, and that's what made my guy Delvin Duggins, let me make sure I big up Delvin.
Big up Delvin!
To help
and
get this thing done to me. Yeah, well, we went from Delvin to Fonseca, and Fonseca to Angel Bolquez, who's my classmate and my basketball fellow basketball player.
But he from St. John.
Yeah, but he's still country. He's still out my side. He's still out my side. So he's protected. He's protected, okay? Yeah. And, you know, if it wasn't for these guys to bring it forth to be a thing, you know, it wouldn't have materialized. But here we are today. So I definitely thank those guys for that. I thank the governing body for approving it. And tomorrow is going to be special. It hasn't hit me yet. But I do believe once my wife and my kids get here today.
And everybody inside the hall.
You know, my mom is coming in, my brother, who I learned how to DJ from. He'll be here, my sister will be here. So a lot of my classmates are coming down. My cousin is coming in.
So you're packing a legislature hall.
Yeah, man. And I have, you know, the Akon band is here. Akon couldn't make it, but the band and the crew is here. Okay. They all came in for it. So I'm really happy to see the people that's actually coming to support. There's a lot of them that you won't see here, but they're supporting still. They just, you know, scheduling wise, they couldn't make it. So it's all love. It's all love with everybody.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations, Manny. We could talk for hours, and we've had a great conversation. Not the typical conversation, but it was an important conversation. And as any conversation we embrace and we welcome here at AllAhWeTV, it's really what we could extract from. So I thank you for sharing your experience and how we can relate to us here in the Virgin Islands. And what we could do to maximize.
Yes, and I know you were looking at my phone just now at some things you wanted to see.
Yeah, you had a list of dates.
You didn't know all of these things had happened. So
this is actor music video. Boy,
there's a lot, but just go from where I was showing.
DJ for actor film Sleepy Hollow. Good Behavior, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Road Trip, Big Losers, A Tournament, Truth or Double Dare, Entanglement, Down in the Dirty Dirty, indie movie, Easy, Damaged Goods, Island Song Passage, American Abduction, and in Inanity. That's a short films.
Yeah.
So these was films that you've been a part of.
Yes, that I'm acting in.
Mhm.
That you can, some of them you can find on TV right now, Disney Plus, so Hulu, Amazon. Entanglement is on Amazon Prime.
Yes, yes.
Disney Plus has Alvin and Chipmunks, you know, so we
And
out
you get
there.
actor music videos Locked Away, Rock City, Don't Matter, Akon, Body of Me, Nelly, Hurt Somebody, French Montana, Cocoa Butter, India Ree, Just Do It, India Ree, Breed, India Ree. There's a lot of India Ree there.
That's
Hey, Benny.
a homie.
That's a homie.
That's a homie.
Purple Ape,
Saw baby.
Baby.
Yeah.
When I Drunk, Make Love, Dangerous, Cardinal Official, okay. Kill Shot, Cardinal Official, Nina Cardinal Official, and The Invention of Truth, Cardinal Official.
Yeah, that's one of my closest friends in the industry. So, yeah, so he always have me in one of the videos, you know.
No, the list for TV shows. Good Morning America, Soul Train, Showtime at the Apollo. That's 2004. MTV TRL, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. MTV European Awards 2005. AOL Sessions, I'm going to start skipping through. BET Awards 106 and Park, TRL, Isles of MTV Malta, Live Spring Break, YouTube Live, Ellen DeGeneres Show.
Yeah.
So
I did
2008.
Yeah.
Lopez Tonight with George Lopez 2009. My gosh, Kevin Hart headliners only concert and Peacock 2024. Grammys 58. Benny, oh my gosh, this is a huge list.
Yeah.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
But you had to like think about it, or you have them stored and you had to add more.
I mean, as you do a particular show, this is for TV shows and stuff like that, you just add it to
No,
your
but
list.
I mean, just remembering it to put this list together.
Yeah,
You have this list always running?
Yeah.
This is a lot, man.
From before I used to write it on paper.
And we're asking, and if you're asking yourself, okay, Benny getting the key to the city, you know, think of all of this. All of this that Benny has done.
Representing the Virgin Islands.
I was just coming to that, and all the time,
Representing
Benny
the
is
Virgin
shy
Islands.
to walk with his flag.
100%. There you go.
You know, Benny once had a car in Atlanta with the VI flag and the hold of it.
Yeah, my BMW. I had it on the emblem. I took out the BMW emblem and I put my VI flag on it. The bird was on there.
So, congratulations, brother, and thank you for coming through. Congratulations for tomorrow, and God bless you. God bless your family for many more roads to come.
Thank you. Appreciate
Many more roads to come. And we're going to be here looking up and supporting and pushing.
Thank you. Because we need all the support we could get as fellow Virgin Islanders. And just please make sure if you see the younger ones coming up now, if you see any smidgen of talent, nourish it, because that's one thing that we feel we were lacking when we were coming up. Myself, Rock City, Verse Simmons, Pressure Bus Pipe. We felt like we had to do it ourselves because at that time it was predominantly soca, calypso, that type of stuff. There wasn't the scene that we have today, where now there's rappers, singers.
There's YouTube.
There's so many things that they can upload stuff now. Yeah.
Jump on it and do it yourself. I mean,
correct.
For artists today, like before you had to convince the radio jocks to play the music.
Yeah.
You know, we ain't had the TV outlets. You know, you have a job, you can put $250 every month and run your YouTube video.
Sure.
I say, you know, we tell a rapper the other day, I say, you don't have $500 invest in a little video, then put it on YouTube. Get yourself some spins, get yourself noticed.
But you see, even to that bit of information, that kid may not have even known that that was something that they could do. So kudos to you for giving the information. And that's where we're at now, is if we're not putting ourselves in positions to give the information to the next generation, then it's just going to fall off generation after generation after generation. So it takes for us to sometimes go away, gain the knowledge, just like you're asking about the stages as we began this conversation. Yes, there was a time when I seen the stages that wasn't ready to now where we're at, and I'm saying, yes, these stages are ready for us to have major artists come into the place to be able to perform. We have the proper lighting. We have all the proper stuff now that I could actually say, as a professional in my career, saying, yes, the Virgin Islands is ready to have major events here.
And big ups to you for that compliment, and compliment to all the song crew, the production teams that's investing, growing, and even collaborating together.
Sure.
That was a big compliment there.
Yes.
Benny, we getting out
sir.
here is 9 a.m.
Yes, sir. Don't forget, this year we're back with the Benny Demas Carnival Kickball Game, brought to you by the Demas Legacy Foundation. We're still looking for 3 more sponsors for teams. We have 1 team set already, but we really were waiting until after the Key to the City to start going hard on kickball stuff. So we're getting there. We're ready. If you're ready now, email us, hit us, call us, reach out. We're ready.
How to get you an email?
The Demas Foundation @gmail.com. The Demas, TheDemus Foundation @gmail.com. Shoot us an email. Or you can hit me on Facebook. Everybody know to hit me on Facebook or Instagram. Let me know that you want to be a player, or if your company that you work for or you own wants to sponsor a kickball team, then we are open for that. We have 3 slots left. Please reach out to us and let's get it going.
All right, that's Benny Demas right here. AllAhWeTV. It's been the Rise Up Morning Show in overdrive. But you know what? This is our own, so we do it for our own. That's right, and we're happy to do it. So join us tomorrow. We're going to be here in the Rise Up Morning Show. And then where we going? We're going straight to the legislature building. Okay? Parking up in the parking lot.
Yes, sir.
One day I'm going to pay the fee with a smile. Because, man, you know we don't cost when we got to pay the parking lot. Because then they do something where now you got to pay with credit card and things. I'm kind of stupid.
No, don't call it stupidness.
They got to make the money.
We're advancing.
Yes.
We're advancing.
We don't pay.
So
we're advancing. For the pay.
So there you go. There you go.
I for the pay. But I'm going to pay tomorrow with a smile because we're going to the legislature to support our brother Benny Demas. So thank you very much for watching. So who watch on the reruns, thank you very much. And most importantly, information shared here, even if it don't apply to you, if you share it with someone who needs it. And Benny, thank you for sharing your words of wisdom. I'm going to let you get out of here. Since you've been back, what you do? Well, we were by Brooks Bar. You don't get some good food?
I get some local food. I ain't get a pate yet, but once my wife gets in, she will make sure that we got some pate. Kimber, any of them, Ashley's, all of them we got pate. So we're going to make sure.
It's not like back in the day, a little less, you know what I mean? But you can still find a pate.
Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. These days now I like a good plate of food.
A plate of food.
Instead of just a
What's
pate.
the go-to meal when you come here you must have?
Shrimp Alfredo.
Shrimp Alfredo?
Anywhere I go.
Anywhere you go, but when you come home, what's the
when I come home, conch and macaroni.
Conch and macaroni.
With plantain and sweet potato. But a lot of these restaurants, them been missing out on the sweet potato. I don't know what's going on. Every time I say, you got sweet potato? No, I ain't got no sweet potato. What is happening?
No rice, no fungi.
No, I don't like them things. Macaroni and conch. And and listen, when you make my conch plate, I just say, I want a plate of conch, macaroni, and plantain. Please, do not put anything else in that plate. I don't want no salad in there. I don't want no fungi in there. If you put anything else in my plate, I'm sending it back. Macaroni, conch, plantain. That is it.
That's it.
And I don't be like, they're going to make everybody else order. Hey, if you could just remember, please, let the chef know, don't put nothing else in the plate. Yeah, so.
Macaroni,
plantain. That is it. I'm very, very particular. As I gotten old, I'm very particular on my stuff.
Give me some rice and fungi.
Yeah, no sir.
I want some fungi.
No,
that is
I don't want, that thing I flick out on my plate. Matter of fact, I didn't want to touch on my plate. So no fungi for me. I don't want none of that.
Benny, love you, man. Take care. Listen, you all. It's been a Rise Up Morning Show here at AllAhWeTV. It's been our pleasure being with you in the morning, and join us tomorrow morning. And this afternoon, we're going to be at the airport. If we're going live, I'm not sure yet. We're going to be in the airport for the inaugural flight. Southwest is coming here to the Virgin Islands soon, Benny. You could just jump straight and go on a Southwest. I forget, Benny, them in different category of plane now.
Yeah.
Southwest is our one category.
Well, my wife works for Southwest, so it's pretty good.
It's our one category.
Yeah, we good with Southwest.
They don't have the divider. You know the divider what you use?
Well, you know. I work for that.
You work for it. I love it. I love it. Benny that hit me right back. I love it, man. Hey, listen, take care. See y'all tomorrow. We here live. AllAhWeTV. Rise Up Morning Show, and then you know more to come. We're just gearing up. Carnival is in the area, and then next week, St. Croix Agri-Fest. So, and then there's Carnival around the Caribbean, Dominica Carnival, Trinidad Carnival. The list goes on. Whatever you do, make the most of your day. Stay true to yours. Listen, keep the smile on your face, man. The best way to cure a frown is with a smile, and don't go to their level. You keep soaring high. All right, we love you, and we are out of here. God bless you, and have a wonderful day.
When I fall in love, it will be forever, or I'll never love again. In this restless world, like this is, lovers ended before it's begun. And to make moonlight kisses seems to cool in the warmth of the sun. Greetings one and all. U.S. Virgin Island, this is Lucian as a messenger, inviting one and all. When Muse After Dark presents Lovers Rock live reggae concert at Muse featuring Lucian as a messenger on February the 14th, 2026. U.S. Virgin Island, come on out and see the messenger live and kicking, God's willing. Lord, give us strength to face another day. Make it a long, long intro. See you at the Muse, February the 14th. Hit me again.